Okay, if you're watching this, this is your call to use the 203K loan. I had no idea what a 203K loan was initially. But after doing extensive research on trying to find a house and trying to not just find a house, an investment property, and one that needed some work to make it modernized and make it the renovations that I wanted to see. So just to give you a brief walkthrough, this is the house before any renovations were done. Pretty much we bought it as is. It was in perfect condition, just wasn't what we wanted to see. This house was zoned as a single family home, but it was granted with the ability to have multi-use and have 3 different units. However, the house was still functioning as a single family home and none of the utilities were separated. For example, this is the studio apartment. But to get the look we wanted and the renovations we wanted, it would just cost a lot of money. Now we're approaching the 2nd floor right here and half of the bi-level that we could. Hard money lending was just a very expensive option. So I found an option, 203K lending, and it's amazing. Think of your mortgage and construction loan wrapped in one, which takes the pressure off of you from having to be done a project in 6 months or whatever hard money lending duration they give you, and then worrying about the interest as well. So with the 203K loan, essentially you would tell the bank the type of renovations that you want to do. And if it's within what you are approved for, you will be given a budget allocated for all renovations, including labor, including material, including permits, and everything you need to see your project from start to finish. And as you can see right here, this is some of the demo and half gut work, but this is really gets really tricky and why 203Ks are so important. But what's very special about a 203K loan is the protection. One thing I've learned in this journey is how crooked contractors can be. They can, start a job or take your money and run. So with a 203K loan comes an enormous amount of protection. You have to have a contractor that will do the work. And then once they complete the work, you'll have your HUD inspector come in and look to see if the work was done to a good standard. And then the funds would be released only after having proof of work. And then if it's done, they'll release the money. Had we not been under that protection, we probably would have honestly been out of $50,000 dealing with a particular contractor we dealt with who wasn't the best. So really is the protection. As you can see, this is some of the finished product. We're not done yet, but almost. So in total, we spent on a house $340,000 on a home. And then the renovations were about $150K, give or take. Our mortgage every month is about $3,000. And this is, like I said, this is for a triplex. So it's about $3,000. And that's including your mortgage and construction fees. And voila, all new kitchens, all new countertops, all new shower glass doors, tiling, all new flooring, 3rd floor apartment, 1st floor apartment, and a studio apartment. So if you don't have 20% to put up all up front or 15% or whatever hard money interest rates are, this is such a feasible option. And it's a protective option to get what you want done, to the workers to be paid, and the HUD inspector will literally stay with you and walk you through conversations with contractors from the beginning of the project to the end of the project. They're there if you need advice, if you need guidance, if you need tips. They are there as your consultant, really. So for those starting in the investment game, I don't think 203K is that popular, but it really should be. It's amazing. We are almost done. And I want to give a big shout out to Paul Giannitis, who was our HUD inspector. He was really good. He walked us through. He was very knowledgeable, a lot of skills, a lot of tips under his belt. Greatly appreciate the experience and his consultant along this journey.